In my last video, I shared my first honest impressions of living in Spain, but now it's time to show you my routine or a normal day of living in Spain. From the school drop-off, to training in the gym with a Viking, to working and making sure I work in this paradise, playing a little bit of paddle, have you heard of paddle? Picking up my daughter and having some food, and then finishing the day. And remember, subscribe if you like it, I'll appreciate it. Did you know subscribing's free? All right, so the morning routine, it's probably my favorite part of the routine because we actually get to walk together. At the moment, I have my mum visiting from New Zealand. That's mum. And then we have Reens. So Reens, do you like Spain?
Yes.
And I've been getting a hard time in the comments, especially on my last video about learning Spanish. Reens, do you speak any Spanish?
Yes.
What can you say?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Vamos, muy bien.
That's already more than me. Bye, Reens. Bye. So that's the drop-off done. Now it's time to go to the gym. All right, so it's gym time. Most days I train solo, but today I'm training with a Norwegian guy, and they call him the Viking. Hey, man.
Hey,
you good?
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Yeah, good, man. Good.
Started?
No, I was waiting for you. All right, so the first question that everyone always asks is, why'd you move to Spain?
Mainly because of the climate. I'm so done with the rain, snow, wind, being dark half the year.
What about the biggest difference from training in Spain versus Norway?
One of the first things I noticed was you pass someone twice at the gym, they start saying buenos dias and greet you and adios when you're leaving.
Yeah. And how about the routine, Norway versus Spain? Biggest difference for you?
On a day-to-day basis, I guess. Here we just more outside, meeting people. At home in Norway, we're just sitting around in our living rooms inside and making appointments with our friends 3 months ahead. But here it's just from day to day, you just meet up somewhere outside at a paddle tournament or on a football match or at a restaurant and just spend time together.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, I'm done. It was fun training with Morgan. Morgan, what are you going to go do now?
I'm going to go watch a paddle tournament.
Nice. I got to go work. Thanks, man. After the gym, it's straight into work mode. Welcome to my office. Kia ora, which means in Māori, hello. Now, I have to be honest, when you work in a place like Spain, where it's beautiful most days, the sun is out, it's warm, and you just want to be outside, it's really, really important to have a good routine so you actually work. Regarding my business, I run my own business called EF Advisory. So it's a consultancy where I focus on working with tech startups, and I love it. I have 8 clients at the moment, and I'm mostly working in Norway, Sweden, the UK, and Spain. Quick question for everyone that's watching. If you work remotely from home, do you get ready just here, or do you get ready down there as well? As an example, you wouldn't catch me wearing these slippers if I went into an office, or grandpa slippers. One of the whole points of living in Spain was to enjoy life more. Now, when you run your own company, you can end up working all day if you want to. But once my main tasks are done, I actually try to stop. That was the whole point in living in Spain. Not to come here and work, but as they said in the comments in my last post, work so I can live. So that's the day done. So now it's time for some paddle. All right, guys, so now that work's done for the day, it's time for a little paddle before we pick up Rena. Paddle. Whew. Have you guys heard of paddle? Bro, they love it in Spain. I want to look up who invented paddle, because I feel like the Spanish are extremely good at it. I mean, look at the guys behind me, they're smashing the ball. Alright guys, so in the comments yesterday, or not yesterday, in my impression video, I got told a lot that I need to learn Spanish. Foreigners need to adapt to Spain, and Spain shouldn't adapt to foreigners. So I want to ask Elder what he thinks the hardest thing is for foreigners in Spain.
Yeah, for sure. The hardest thing for foreigners here in Spain is the language, because it is a huge barrier. It's a quite different language from English.
So in short, foreigners should learn Spanish.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. At the end, you are in a different country. You need to adapt a little bit, for sure. Even if it's hard for you, step by step, you will reach it.
The expression again was poco a poco?
Poco a poco.
Poco a poco. Okay, cool. Paddle's done. It was fun, but now it's time to go and get Rena. And it was fun asking a few questions to some of the people, the locals here. So we've just picked up Rena. We're now heading to a restaurant to have some tapas. I think this applies to a lot of international people. So if you are an international person and you come to Spain, eating outside of the regular hours is a benefit because you can find a park, you then find a restaurant, and you can be the first there and get set up before it gets too busy for the evening. This is supposedly what everyone comes here for. It's the menu of the day. You get an entree, you get a main, you get a dessert, all for 13 euros. Good value, good value. Here we go. Entree, my wife, and my daughter. Round 2, lamb, octopus, meatballs, dog wanting food. And the final for the day, so we've got the banana artisan ice cream, we've got the homemade pudding, and we've got the custard and cookies, which Rena already started. And we still have the little dog wanting some food from us. A quick side note, it's 5:30 at night and we're having tapas, but it's still sunny. I mean, look, it's warm. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt and shorts. It's October and I'm enjoying the sun. So if you move to Spain and you have a routine like this, you can enjoy it as well. Normally with the routine, we either would go home now and relax or go to an activity with Rena. So again, if you're considering to move to Spain because of the siesta times, it's so nice because everything stays open quite late. So a lot of Rena's activities will start around 6 o'clock. So you can pick your children up from school, go have some food, relax a little bit, then finish the food, go to an activity, then go home. Or just go home if you're tired. So there's so much to do here. So much flexibility and variety. Move to Spain. Or if you have a wife and a daughter, you can do a bit of shopping because everything opens after 5. What's interesting here in Spain is how a normal day can feel special. It's like, you know, for me back in Norway, you would organize a trip to go out to a restaurant, maybe stop and look around some shops, and that's like an event or an activity that you would do on the weekend that's planned for. Whereas here in Spain, a normal routine during the day feels special because you have so many components that are added in throughout the day, and it's all so easy to do. If you've enjoyed this day of life in Spain, hit the subscribe button. I will appreciate it. And for the next video, I'm going to film another top 5 free things to do. Just need to find a cool town to go to. But yeah, remember guys, don't move to Spain, live it.